And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Only 5 seconds remaining to play in the second quarter. Let's see if they take a knee and head to the locker room. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will give him the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Good timing on the quick out. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's got it along the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MT if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Fires into the end zone. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Oh, they're after him. Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open.
Hey, makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Looking to throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Tate. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires left. Got the quick pass. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The offense coughs it up. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. Off and running. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway, think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys, year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And now we are set up for quite a finish. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got a man. It's Williams. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Defense in press coverage. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This environment is just electric right now, and the offense, they're trying to feed off of that to win this game. Late in a 2-minute situation, you're being aggressive, you're taking a shot into the end zone.
He got it! Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but you're back